Now, there is a very big problem, which is a very big issue to all the NDC. Now, Marty, the thing is this: Obia Utume Pekoma and the running mate, the late Oye John Evans Atamils. Now, Otu no pick former President John Domani Mama as never no running mate back then. Ma onu through him no pukrano sebe. Etofian to Atta ma ono no President Mahama Butu Mobile President Mahame. It looks like that there's something I'm going to one young farmer papi, which now no since I know how about some kakra or from alpha, butum no from a kusika. Now share video, next share video, the share. No business like a new year, chawadin or comment section.
Let the viewers see what Asumdue Park look like. This is how the frontage look like.
Yeah.
Just very ordinary and
Let's move on.
And drab. Let's move on. This is how the tombstone look like there. But you see another side of the tombstone. So this is how it was.
This is wretched.
Very extremely wretched. Wow. Now look at this, Paul. At a point in time, we were using cement blocks
to hold it.
To hold it. This is the
former president.
This is the covering that John Mahama left on the tombstone. This horrible covering.
For the former president.
For the former president, the man who made you running mate, whose death you benefited from by becoming president that night. You buried him, and this is how you left his tombstone. I will go there every year with my people, Clarissa, Adolf, Sami, and Co. Go and clean up the place and drape it in our green and white colors before we can even do 24th. This is how it is. Then let's see how it looks like now, after I begged Anado to do it. So this is what it looks like now.
Oh, this is nice.
This is what I begged Anado to do. When he gave me the opportunity to meet him in 2020, Koku, the question was direct. Koku, what can I do for you?
That's what the president asked you.
The president asked Koku, what can I do for you? This is a blank check.
Blank check. You could have said anything.
Ask for V8 and Prado and diplomatic passport. You understand? I didn't ask for contract. I said, Your Excellency, I beg you, Asumdue Park, can you build it for me and for the nation? This is 2020. 2 years from now will be 2022. We shall remember 10 years of the passing of President Mills, whether you like it or not. And I said, if you don't do it, the politics that we do in this country, the people who didn't do it will turn around and say, they did it, and you came to destroy it. That's when he stood up and said, Koku, consider it done. Consider it done, then he gave the Koda, Coastal Development Authority, not me. Koda did everything. Paul, this was 2020. When the sword was being cut, Kofi-Addo Mills, the son of the president, was present when the sword was being cut. So when Cadman and Sami, brothers, and inheritance is not about brothers, it's about sonship. So Kofi was there, the son, the only child. So we cut the sword construction. Now, fast forward 2022, when now the things are about to be commissioned. That's when they go and form this heritage movement. Quickly, overnight. Then Neil Lante and Samuel Atamos now go and hold a press conference. They look for all the rub, the koto rub, the akobam, alobam, or any painful substance put under their eyes and started weeping publicly that I have gone to dig up the grave and run away with the remains of President Mills. I've gone to give it to Akufo-Addo to go and perform rituals. Neil Lante, Van der Poy, and Samuel Atta Mills. That is what they did. Heinous crime, a heinous crime they've committed against me. All over the country and over the world. Koku, what have you done? Koku, what have you done? But the God who made Joseph prime minister when his brothers thought they were selling him stood up for me. So now the Oton family calls me and they summon me. Why did you go and dig up the remains of our son? And I explained to them in detail that, please, it was that horrible wooden covering that the contractor was removing to create the new thing that you are seeing. The man, Koku, from today, with this our family staff and Rod, we will support and protect you to the very end. Now, what even made matters worse was that Cadman had arrived in the country, rushed to Cape Coast in political suit, put some cloth around his waist, and said he's Ebusuapeni for something and a being family. And the Otuan people say, if you have gone to Cape Coast, we don't come from Cape Coast. Inti ezi Ebusuapeni, ezi ni wo mami fi wo Cape Coast. President Muslim mami ofri Otuan na sifri asama
Is Cadman and Mills on the same mother?
Oh!
Are they not the same mother?
That is where we are getting to now.
What is the story we are
The
hearing?
story is that if you Cadman, Akosi Bushapeni, Woma Minife will Cape Coaster. What's the President Mills of Twam? Abazintina in Chewa Mami Croa. Ambezi Bushapeni, Otwam, Ebusham, Ekozi Ebusha, Cape Coast.
Is Professor Mills a twin?
No, it's not a twin. That time is a surname. So their fathers, all right. I mean, their paternal siblings.
But not maternal.
Oh, that's what we are hearing now.
Then they are not relatives.
Thank you.
In a can
In a camp custom. That is what we are hearing. And I am not saying it. Can you believe that they actually made a representation to President Akufo-Addo not to come and commission the park?
Why?
After the man had built it all.
Why?
That they have issues with me. And the president told them that he will commission the park. He came that Sunday in the company of his vice president, Dr. Bawumia, with service commanders in their uniform, police band. I brought in the Achimota School Choir because I'm an alma mater. President Mills himself was an alma mater. John Mahama was invited. He didn't show up.
Are you serious?
Yes!
At the commission of Asumdue Park.
We had members of the diplomatic corps, other chiefs.
That's the story. NDC rejects invitation to inauguration of
Thank you.
renovated Asumdue Park.
And Frima, Madam Frima Pari, chief of staff, at 3-4 meetings, insisted, Koku, we appreciate how you have championed this cause, but because it's a government project, the president insists, I insist that the former president and the NDC will be invited. I said, no problem. But they invited them, they didn't come. And since 2022, that's what they do. They won't come for any official thing. Then they wait. They come and filibust and make noise. And in Kwasini Ferry and Ejuaremo. If I were some of them, I would never set foot at Asumdue Park. Yet they can go now, stand in it, and want to claim the glory. When they had no hand in the construction of that Asumdue Park. Yet I, Koku-Addo, the person who constructed it, I must be vilified. I will take no vilification any longer from this year. It's over.
Say would there be any way for not to be a farmer? Now, yes, Ghana for an adventure watching. The NDC is trying everything possible to sack with the votarians from the party. No wonder I find peace in the NPP party. It is possible to hear Obia or a votarian at the same time or NDC. It's like the NDC party members are not commenting on this post. It be like say the thing over them. Obisida, not the NDC for the Wusuru. Obisida ask for Wusuru Koku-Addo. Obisida ask for the Nado. His blessings shall be in abundance. Obisne, don't worry, Mahama will vote for Bawumia. Obisne, Koku is the real definition of loyalty. That is it. Obisne, if this is true, Mahama is a wicked man. I won't vote for NDC anymore. So this one is Obia or NDC and Wasasanagin. Obisne, so this is like a floating voter. A floating voter. It's good that content of this sort and then the query them, you present to the floating voters for them to see the truth. Obviously, let's be emotional. Let's not be emotional. The dead won't come and develop Ghana. Let's face Ghana and develop it. Mills is dead and gone. May his soul rest in peace. Obviously, wow. Now I understand why Koku-Addo despise John Dramani Mahama and the NDC so much. NDC never again. I said the man is loyal. He remember what the man has done for him. Indeed, with the Obi or Obi the World Cup. Even though the person is not alive, just because of the fact that time and not utters of fun so much. But this time, Koku-Addo, Sankanya, on the late Atta and gave Koku-Addo, Bibi Onka, on to me, on connect to. But by virtue of or can you Otum Otum certain Pempendubi. It's everything possible to show him the last respect, especially new to Mumpo. I mean, but when they have a party, the very man that come from the very party, what is the late John Evans Atamios, or come from the NDC, but they are not wanting to do something to even or glorify Nankasano to Mupokana sometimes Asafim Kakra. He is not taking the vilification any longer because also some no I mean from me afa butum afra mekosika but mazana share video the share now demra de be out no I bring in nothing but the truth. I bring you facts back to back content now but mazana share video the share no be so nsan ka be ne wi a share wadwe comment section but from me afa butum afra mekosika I'm a crowd later in the